Let's dance, pal!
Alright, I've just spent my first 2 hours with Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, and I need to talk about how good this game is, really. I expected a simple pirate-themed beat-em-up, something fun but familiar. Instead, I've got a full-blown RPG with an open-world exploration system, survival mechanics, pet management, a deep combat system, and a friggin' Sega Master System in my hideout. Oh, and I've already become a pirate leader, and I've got my own ship in just 2 hours. Crazy. The best way to describe this game is if Yakuza, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and Shenmue had an unhinged baby. It's got Yakuza-style combat, over-the-top action and mini-games, Black Flag's pirate setting, naval travel, potentially naval combat, I don't know yet, and a faction-based progression. You've got Shenmue-style exploration, NPC interactions, and side content that actually feels meaningful. And yet, despite all this chaos, all this craziness, I think it's going to work. The pacing is tight, the combat is fluid, and the world feels alive. So let's break down why Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii might just be one of the most interesting beat-em-ups we've seen in years. We start with the story of Goro Majima, washing up on the tropical island. Classical shipwreck story, right? No memory of what happened, no clear way off, and immediately the game starts throwing questions at you. Who runs this island? What's the massive pirate event happening in Atlantis? Why is Majima even here in the first place? From here, the character doesn't just push you from mission to mission, it lets you explore. The world is packed with side characters, vendors, and activities that all tie into a bigger story. For me, the progression through the locations is brilliantly paced. I started at the beach, waking up to get into a few tutorial fights, start meeting some key NPCs. Then I moved to the central plaza, introducing to the bar and the open area. Early side stories were starting to happen. It started building the island's personality. I then moved to the residential district where I unlocked cooking, farming, my first hideout. Then onto the port and the harbour where I actually got my ship. Pirates start hunting me, kill me, and then I realised I'm a pirate captain. And all that in a couple of hours. What's insane is how detailed every area feels. This isn't just set dressing for a beat 'em up. This island felt alive, NPCs reacted to my progress, side quests were fleshed out into the world, and every area seemed to introduce something new or something to find. Talking about my hideout, I can store gear, recover, even decorate it. There's a Sega Master System in the corner that I can actually play old school Sega games on. Right now I've got access to Alex Kidd, Poseidon, Fantasy Zone. There's loads of question marks, so there's definitely more to unlock. This is the perfect balance between story-driven progression and letting players mess around with fun distractions. Combat feels like Yakuza, but there are major differences and it makes it more dynamic and rewarding. Firstly, let's talk about difficulty scaling. I started with 1 or 2 direct fights, learning the movement, the combos. It then escalates 1v2, 1v3, then full pirate squads that actually work together to take you down. Some pirates use weapons, others dodge and counter. The tougher enemies actually block you and parry instead of just taking hits, and then you move up to the sub-boss and the big boss. Combat is fast, brutal, and incredibly satisfying. Punches felt like they were having weight. Dodging and countering is actually necessary, not just an option. And then you've got special moves that you can build and add to. Mad Dog Trick, for example, allowed me to go full psycho mode with no knives and fire. Then there's Baby Tiger. Got a little baby tiger that follows me around. Everyone's calling it a cat, but it's a tiger. And it jumps into the fight and helps me. A couple of times it distracted the enemy by jumping into their faces and scratching them. I thought that was quite cool. I'm hoping, as the game progresses, it's going to get bigger and become this full-scale or full-size killing machine. But who knows, anyway. Progressions and upgrades. There's health boosts, obvious but essential. There's attack power for stronger hits, meaning faster fights. Knockdown recovery, so I'm not left helpless on the ground, and then I've got flashy finisher skills. Upgrading happens through the pause menu, money that I collect from fights to use to basically buy the upgrades. The pacing here I felt was brilliant. It never felt overpowered, but I could also feel myself improving as I progressed through the game. I expected a linear brawler, but what I've got is an entire RPG system. I've got a cooking system where I actually chop, control fire, balance the ingredients in a mini-game sort of setting. If I get better timing and execution, I make better meals that restore more health. I can then sell these meals for money if I need to, which makes me think there's a full economy system in the game. I've got farming. It allows me to plant crops, fertilise them and harvest them for cooking. I'm guessing different fertilizers boost growth speed and increase yield. You're not just looting for food, you're actually growing it as a constant resource. I've also got a pet system because I've got a chicken now as well as a tiger. The tiger gives me raw meat, the chicken lays me eggs. I'm sure there's more animals to come. They both need to be fed, so there's an actual pet care system, which is, I've never seen that in a game. I don't know. Shops and economy as well, so vendors sell ingredients, weapons and more. I can sell cooked meals to them, so there might be and other stuff that I find on the map. So I'm guessing the economy might become a big part of the game and help me gain more cash to progress further into it. There's ships and locked content, so on the menu I can see there's a ship menu which is locked, and there's also outfit crew menu maybe, and a heart icon which sort of suggests that a loyalty or relationship system. So there's more layers here for me to grow into and develop. My final thoughts, I think the game is good. It could have been a simple pirate reskin of Yakuza, but instead it seems like a really layered beat 'em up, something that I've not really seen for a long time. The world's definitely immersive and alive and packed with meaningful side content. The pet mechanics, cooking, farming add unexpected depth for me, and there's still an entire ship system that I've got to unlock. If this is only in the first couple of hours, what does the game look like, the full game? I think there's massive potential here. If the momentum keeps going at this pace, this could be one of the best Like a Dragon entries ever, and if nothing else, I've got my own baby tiger that fights alongside me, so what more do I need? Right, this game had no right going this hard. I'm not just reviewing this, I'm going to keep playing the hell out of it, because for me, this is shaping up to be a game I want to spend a lot of time with. I want you to be part of that adventure as well, so drop a comment if you're playing too. Tell me what your experiences have been so far. This review was on the money. Did you like what we said? Are you going to play it? Is it something you're going to buy? If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, because this is the beginning. Check out our Discord group, deltafuse.tv. Check out the Caliber Collective, great group of FPS players as well that I'm part of. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. We've got this, we've got Delta Force, we've got Armor, we've got loads of stuff. Always doing the Tarkov as well. See you all soon. Thanks. Bye.